Hi everyone, welcome back, or welcome for the first time. So we are reacting to a video. Yeah, I think it's a video. Yeah, it's a video by an artist called. Are they called Ruthless? Who? What is the artist actually? Okay, cool. The artist is Bone Thugs and Harmony, and the song is called East 1999. Is that correct? But this was requested and sent over by Andre. So thank you so much, Andre. I'm very grateful that you sent this over. And I'm intrigued to know what's the vibe. Well, let's go for it.
East 1999, my niggas. Think about back in the days when the year was 89. Little nigga on the grind, gotta get my doing my crime with two in hands. Steady stacking my ends, put my shirt down on the clear 9-9. Hitting up the graveyard ship with real little wheel, big Wally and wishbone. Little Wally, high rollers, anyway, they want niggas so strong. Crazy bone, stack rock, take much love. Kept a nigga on his toes in the game, missing everyday thing. When you let your nuts hang, gotta make it grand at least daily, man. Them Cleveland hustlers, living no busters, stuck to the heartbeat of niggas from the land food. And the old school, just about to see this empty. Fucking with truth, rest in peace, little nigga. Rip, just stress that bone, no smoking no bud. Cause a nigga moped up, calling on my niggas when it's time to nut 'em. And the 9-9 niggas gon' drop to the number one with the gun, so run. Cleveland is the city where a nigga come from, slinging them guns.
Niggas that's going down, up in the same town. Get 'em up with a thug and a nigga with the bug and the fifth burrows. But the niggas don't know that I'm over the fun. They ways a nigga roll up the Buddha. Smoke it all up, nigga, don't stiff on the reefer. More than up under the cup with this fast like a larger when this shit is creeper. Strippers, nigga, the double black with the mirror, Oscars, with the big block. Come up in the drop on the gunshot, pop, blood up in the body and the bullshit stop. Whenever them trouble knocks, with the popo, niggas go solo, spin up and swerve. Cause you take caution, take a mic, yeah, you ain't toasting. Send them in the road to the curb, running, ducking, jumping up in the land, my niggas is crazy. We're swinging, we're bucking, we're bang on the clock, and my nigga that's daily. Who the nigga with the 12 days? Mr. Sound off leather face, like a better pray. He turning it thugs to East 99, real
Gotta get trees to the SCTs, little whoop it thug on the clock. Pop blast to the cash, to the mash the cash, gotta dash away from the cops. Got let them over, steady left moving on roads. Ripping up flesh with 6-4 best that thugs to, yes, I bump slugs, and I've been drugging them all. Fed up, just fuck them power. Not everybody, they burn. And I guess that hood and never learn. Gotta dip both in ones and shine, but I'm on the measure for my city. Bigger niggas, they're belling out with their all of their window. Near wind blow, fuck am I in no eye that enemy. Even in the barrels, I'm in 12 gauge, I empty. Miscandless niggas up at a little bush, fucking no fucking with the family. Feel a nigga understand me. Much not much, but when I'm saying clear thugs, East 99 is where you find me. Nigga been fucked up,
Then the niggas stuck cock and pop with a gun. Then let them in, letting they head off. Then I got to happen. Leaving them home, right and fake in your studio gangsta bitch trick. Niggas that get rigged. I'm hitting the shit and I spin it in the midst of the darkness. Consider me heartless. So yes, flash me running a whole check. Better check your Rolex. Shed time now for giving up respect to the messy teams from seeing me with scandalous niggas that dwell hell up on the far side and real, leaving a trail of the bloody victims. The fifth dog mauling them all and never to catch me slipping and sipping and dipping, dividing. They give me time instead of the tripping. With flipping the scripts on over. See the runner be never sober. Niggas told you, triggers showed you. East 995 soldiers.
When I run red wrong, try to run and get away, but it's just too late. Watch out, buckshots when I come buck. Better guard that fucking face. Dumping them slug on your food, rolling with me true. Drinking brews, don't start no shit. We come with some niggas stay cool. One day they say,
Scary.
you're going to heaven. With slugs all up in that chest on. The hell is where you be dwelling. Popping them, clipping them bodies, me dumping. Watching you walk to the bed with me 9mm pumping. Putting them bodies all off in them graves.
Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run. East 1999, East 1999, East 1999, East 1999.
It's 1999. It's 1999. It's 1999.
Wow, this was so different. Yo. I really like their flows though. The instrumental as well was sick. I definitely will have to send this to my friend. He likes this kind of sort of 90s instrumentals, rap instrumentals. So I definitely will send this song to him so he can check it out because I feel like he'd appreciate it. But I loved the instrumentals, the flows of all of them. I mean, it was sick. But I didn't really hear what they were saying. So no, they're called Ruthless, aren't they? Or is it Ruthless Entertainment? I still don't know what they're called. Let's have a little look at this then. Okay. Album. Okay, they are called Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I said that so poshly, didn't I? So thinking back in the days when the year was 89, on the grind, gotta get mine, doing my crime, with two in here, steady stacking my ends, putting my serve down on the Claire 99. Hitting up my graveyard shift with real Little Will, Big Wally and Wishbone. Little Wally high rollers and he wonder why they so strong. Crazy Bone, stack right, check much love, kept a da-da-da on his toes in the game. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. I love these. It literally said explicit, so it is very explicit. I probably won't monetize this video, but it's all good. Anything for the music. Gotta make a grand and at least daily. So it's all about basically hustling and making money, but it's very eerie. Like even the instrumental had like a very eerie feel to it, and especially obviously the setting of where they are. You know, the Bones. They're even obviously they're called Bones. Bones Thugs and Harmony, which is kind of cool. But I'm like, and even I was noticing like they have this Compton hat here, so I'd love to know, like, are they from Compton? Because I know a lot of rappers obviously came from Compton. I'm intrigued to know if that's like, is that like a statement or is that more of actually just like an acknowledgement of where they're from? There's so many spiritual elements with like the Egyptian vibe, and then also like the kind of like, yeah, like he's making a potion and he's kind of making a potion, is he? Making something, and it was just really intriguing. Like a lot of like, what is it? Yeah. Let's have a little look at the context. But I really want to know what this is about. And I love that name though. So, Bone Thugs and Harmony's East 1999. Eternal is the group's highly acclaimed second studio album, released on July 25th, 95. Its title combines Cleveland's East 99th Street neighborhood, their home base, and with the then future year of 1999. So they actually released it in 95. That's cool. So, that's what I'm saying, because I was like, why have they got the Compton hat? And I was like, it's a tribute to Eazy-E. That makes sense now. Released just 4 months after the tragic death. So yeah, he was the founder of NWA and Ruthless Records, Eazy-E. The album and its massive hit single, The Crossroads, are heavily dedicated to him. Eazy-E served as the group's mentor and the executive producer of the record. Mad. Wow. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I saw this hat and I was like, what's the sort of like, what is the meaning of it? Well, that's really sweet. It's like, yeah, he's like there. And he's like, the fact that it's like the hat is like on top of the timer. It's like time runs out, like eventually for everybody type thing. Like, you know, that's quite, yeah. Yeah, that is really interesting. There's a lot of hidden meanings in this video as well. So, musical style. The album is celebrated for pioneering a unique genre-bending sound that fused aggressive horrorcore and gangster rap lyricism with melodic harmonized vocals. Yeah, honestly, their flow was really good. I really like the flow of all of them. It was sick. Lyrical themes. While the album is heavily focused on the harsh realities of their Cleveland neighborhood, featuring themes of poverty, guns, and survival, it also provided breakout relatable hits like First of the Month. I want to understand a bit more of this about song meaning. Do you know what I mean? Let's get into it, because I feel like sometimes when I listen to like rap that's heavily focused on a culture that I'm not as familiar with, or like neighborhoods or parts of the world that I'm not as familiar with, sometimes I struggle to understand like the meaning behind it, because obviously that's not my world, you know what I mean? So obviously anybody that does understand and does know a bit more and can potentially relate in some ways, or just know a little bit more about the context of the song, I'd love to know a bit more. So if Andre, you requested it, so if there's anything that, you know, is there a reason why you requested this? Well, the reason is because it's good. It's a good song, and the flow and just the lyricism.
But the land, my niggas is crazy. We're slinging with my
No.
we're back on the club and my nigga that's daily. Who the nigga with the 12 days? Mr. Stone off Leatherface, like a better pray.
I love the intonations as well. Like, it's very, I feel like back in the day, the 90s, I should say, the 90s rap was very much about, like, they had such a expression with their voice. It was very like, they almost had like a comical vibe to their voice. It was kind of like, but just the flow is just sick. Like, I really loved the way that the intonations and the way that they express their words. I feel like it's so good.
Cleveland is the city where we come from, so
It's even the way they sing it or rap it is very eerie, and it adds to the vibe of the song, and obviously the message, I guess, behind it as well, and who they dedicated it to. So, gritty, localized declaration of survival, portraying the harsh realities, street violence, and tight-knit loyalty of their East Side neighborhood. So let's have a little look more about the lyrics as well, because I didn't actually look at all the lyrics, did I? So that's the thing. That's a lot what it's very much like a talking about their lifestyle and talking about their life in that neighborhood. And like, so it says, them Cleveland hustlers, never know busters, thug to the heart. We from the landfall and the old school, just serve out your sentence and be cool. Like, the lyricism is crazy. I feel like they were always great at writing. Well, rappers now are great at writing as well, but like, just the way that they use the intonations and where they put their stresses in the flow, and like the way that they choose to rhyme, and you know, they rhyme after pretty much every other line, and I like that. Over every other line, there's not like a structure, but there is, if that makes sense. It's just kind of like a flow. I love that bit. Them Cleveland hustlers, never know busters, thug to the heart. From the land, we're from the landfall and the old school. Just serve out your sentence and be cool. I love that. Cleveland is a city where we come from. Slanging them dums. This is very poetic, and I feel like this is the kind of rap where I'm like, you have to really analyze it, because there's so many like words in there that, not just words, but just the way in which it's expressed, and a lot of references. That's the word I was looking for. References of things and cultures in like neighborhoods that I'm not as familiar with. But you can't deny that it's like poetic. Send them Send them in the road to the curb, running, ducking, jumping up in the land. They are crazy. Sorry, I'm just reading this. I'm really trying to understand this. Gotta give peace to the SCTs and the one big thug on the Glock. Pump blast for the cash. That I mash the gas, got a dash away from the cops. Just that flow and the rhyme. The internal rhymes are crazy. Not letting no pause, steadily flipping up roads, ripping up flesh with 6 dogs. That's the thugster. Yes, I pump slugs. And I be dripping them off in thugsters. F them, popo. All of them bodies we burn, burn, burn. So it's very like, it is, definitely has a very eerie feel to it, especially with the lyrics and especially with like all of this. You know, they're in like this, but I think it just reflects like on them as an artist. I think what they're about and what they represent, and like very much true to who they are and true to where they've come from and their culture and their, you know, but they're very proud and very like loyal. You can tell because it's, but I empty me scandalous upon the loose, but it's no effing with the family. Now feel it, understand me. Much love, much bud for them. Saint Clair thugs. East 99 is where you find me, slanging them drugged. So very much talking about their experience, their life, what they do, loyalty, but also showing. Yeah, and that's what I think. I think that's why it's like it's difficult to sort of interpret the lyrics, because it's like I'm not the one to necessarily interpret them, if that makes sense, because it's not of my jurisdiction, if that's what you can say. So yeah, that's basically the vibe. So street survival, brotherhood, definitely that's the vibe I got. Hometown pride, like very, yeah, that's basically what I'm feeling from this. But obviously, so I'd love to know if anybody like knows more about that or has experienced things, or like if anybody is from Cleveland, like maybe Andre, are you from Cleveland? Is this why you requested it? And anybody else that's from Cleveland that kind of knows a bit more about what it was like, and if they have any references in the song to something that's quite typical of like that neighborhood and what happened in the neighborhood in the 90s and what, you know, what was going on basically. Like I'd love to know. And I hope I did my best in being able to interpret the song and offer my own sort of perspective on it. But I just really loved the eeriness of it and like the proper 90s vibe of it, the proper nostalgic vibe of it. And like, it's just so cool. Like I really liked it. Very, very creative with the video. A beautiful like homage to Eazy-E. And there's also like these sort of elements of the Egyptian sort of things, but it's very eerie and kind of like, don't mess with us because, you know, you might find out what would happen, like, you know, so quite eerie really. And then, you know, they go outside when they leave, they're kind of in their hoods and it's kind of like eerie, but it's offering, because it is kind of, you know, that life is probably not very, you know, there's a lot of violence and a lot of, you know, protecting yourself, but requires violence. And that's, I don't want to assume, but I would assume that that's, you know, the violence there that comes with protecting your thing, what that you've built, your business that you've built, and all these kind of things like loyalty and like all that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming that comes with a lot of violence as well. And so this kind of thing of they're leaving with, you know, instead of leaving with what we typically would see them with in terms of like actual guns and like not cloaks, like that's not the norm, is it? But the fact that they're leaving with those like kind of like that weapon thing, and it's not what you expect. So I like the play on the themes, but kind of switching it up and making it kind of eerie. I do like that a lot. I think that was kind of cool. And then you've got like the DJ sort of doing his thing, and it's a really cool video. And they're kind of like in the shadows at the back, like sort of like, oh, you know, sort of ghost like. And yeah, no, it was really cool, man. really interesting and very refreshing. Yeah, melodic flow over dark atmospheric G-funk beats. This helped bridge the gap between Midwest rapid delivery rapping and West Coast production. The Cleveland sound. So produced by DJ Unique. Is that him? Is this DJ Unique? The guy that was actually the DJ in the video? Probably. I would think so. Embrace dark end of the world themes reflecting anxiety and chaos of the inner city heading into the new millennium. Oh, so that's why they called it 1999. And it is really eerie, even if the way they say 1999. And it's like kind of like, ooh, like, well, where are we going into? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I really like that. It was really cool. Thank you so much, Andre, for requesting that. I'm really grateful. So if anybody else has any of the songs they'd like me to react to, there's a link in the description. Any songs, to be fair, this is actually the first rap song that I've reacted to on the channel. I think maybe another one, but that's like more newer. So I haven't actually reacted to many. This is the only like 90s rap hip hop song that I've actually reacted to. So if anybody wants me to react to more hip hop songs, feel free to send them in the link below. I'm definitely down to listen to more, because I always feel there's a lot to talk about with the lyrics and the poeticness and the lyricism and stuff like that. So yeah, if you did enjoy the reaction and the way that I go about analyzing songs and stuff, feel free to like and subscribe if you feel called to. But other than that, thank you so much, Andre, for requesting. Thank you to everybody watching. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.